Now look, since that Liana Lene whole fiasco, Travis Hunter, he been standing clear of any type of controversy. He been keeping his nose clean. You seen him running some routes for Shador, doing his shit as he's supposed to, right? Helping out his guy. When I look back to that Liana Lene situation and all of the controversy, all of the clicks, all of the views that got, it led me to believe that Trav Hunter has some big things in his future, and the NFL is going to take advantage of this situation, right? The NFL, they always going to look to make some type of money off of their players. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's a team atmosphere. You know, the NBA, they push stars, but the NFL, they push team. But I think the NFL might be leaning a little bit more towards, we're going to push these stars and we're going to get every little penny out of them. But Trav Hunter, that's a different animal. That's something that we haven't seen in years. That's something that we haven't seen since prime. Let's call it what it is. But now we got a dude who's doing this on a very high level, at a very high clip. Is he going to do this in the league? Only Lord knows. We'll find out when it happens. But what I will say is the industry got huge plans for Trav Hunter. Now, I came across this commercial, and I'm not no conspiracy theorist, but when that GOAT is involved, and I know a lot of people think you crazy. Hey, you put the tinfoil hat on, Coach KD, you tripping, man. Trav Hunter, he just making money. He just doing what he's supposed to do. Did he drink that juice? Did he drink that industry juice? I mean, all the stars that you know and love had to sip a little bit of that, right? All the stars that you know and love participated a little bit in them Diddy functions. So let's call it what it is, man. Whenever you get to see the GOATs, and I know people think of that as the greatest of all time. Okay, I get it. But it's something about that GOAT. And anytime I start to see an athlete associated with that GOAT, that's letting me know, oh, they getting down with the get down. And they starting Trav off early. That boy didn't even get a chance to get ingrained in the NFL game before they say, you know what? We need you to come be a part of this party.
They're doing it. They're very surreptitiously trying to incrementally get people to get back into the practice of the Babylonian Kemetic mystery school system. That's why in the sports world, everybody's a GOAT now. Everybody's the GOAT. GOAT this, GOAT that. Everything is GOAT, GOAT, GOAT.
Wait, I gotta do this. Come here. Okay, give me a second, please. Excuse me. Can I have everybody's attention, please? 20 years ago, a goat was killed here by a stray cannonball. Me being a felonial pissed that I am, I decided to let by goats be by goats. So, I'm bringing you your new mascot. I would like to introduce you all to Trinidad II. As of today, the curse is over.
Now, brothers, did you hear that? He says, as of today, the curse is over. And he refers to the GOAT, the new GOAT, as Trinidad II. Also pay very close attention to the book that they have at the top of the pile there on that table. It says World History, and they have it right next to that GOAT. They're trying to help you understand that the God of this world has always been the GOAT God for everyone other than the elect. For everyone other than the elect, the God of this world is the GOAT God.
And we are
You hear that? Kevin Hart said, we're back. Meaning it's time to get back into worshiping the GOAT. That's what this episode is completely about. And he's trying to show his handlers and his sponsors in Hollywood that he's down with the program. That's why everyone in the crowd is clapping for him. That's why I stated that when he first came back to the high school, the reason why they were hitting him and pelting him with books and rolled up piece of paper is because he was reticent to fully get down with the team.
So I want y'all to look at this commercial, Fair Use, Dick's Sporting Goods commercial. Let me know if y'all seen it in the comments. Let me know if I'm tripping. But it's like, damn. I mean, you got to get down with the get down. Even Coach Prime wore that dress. How dare you say that, Coach KD? How dare you do that? I just call a spade, man. Let's get to it. Fair use.
Oh, these K's are fire. retired.
And by the way, you got Speed starring in this commercial. Shout out to Speed. Shout out to his historic rise. I remember he was making crazy videos on Ash Bash. If you know anything about Ash Bash, she's the one that put Sharif Cooper's career to a complete halt. Sharif Cooper ain't never been the same since he had that box. Speed had a historic rise. You see that man in WrestleMania. You see that man in big time halftime shows. You see that man getting all type of deals, endorsements. He has no issue getting down with the get down. Now you see Trav linked up with Speed. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Hey, D, you work here?
I think I appeared out of Magic Spoke because I work a 9 to 5.
I'll still beat you 1-1, right?
Well, kid. Take notes.
Go Speed.
Some of your favorite stars.
Suni Lee? Bro.
You really think you can outflip me?
Oh, my focus.
That's cute.
Yo, I can go all pro in these.
Bro, you need all that. I can guard you and round you up.
You sure about that?
Well, not anymore.
Did Liana Lene approve of this message? Was Liana Lene involved in making his decision on him being in this commercial? You know she had to sign off.
Or
I was looking for a quarterback.
let's go. I thought you retired.
Billy needs cleats. You're right, Billy. He's Dewberry on my eyes.
Every shoe for every athlete, only at Dick's.
So you see Tom Brady, you see Trav in the cut dancing with the other Trav. That's a good dynamic. It's a great dynamic, two-way player. And if you're looking at the commercial from a surface level, it's dope. You got Speed in there. You got Trav. You got the gymnast. KD made an appearance. And then you got the GOAT himself, Tom Brady. It looks good. It looks great. But what that is to me is a simple initiation ritual. Let's get him ingrained in this shit early, because we got big things planned for Travis Hunter. After they seen what that Liana Lene whole fiasco did, they said, oh, we can bring in a whole lot of money with this kid. He's loved by the people. People want to see him play. People want to see him shine. They want to see him succeed. It's a moneymaker. He was all over the airwaves. He was running the airwaves. It was no longer about the Heisman. It was about his outside life. And anytime you can cultivate that type of attention, they gonna have some big plans for you. Because we got to put this into perspective. There's been some big time Heismans, but we weren't necessarily tapped into what was going on outside of them running for the Heisman, right? Like even when Cam was making that epic Heisman run, it was a little bit of drama surrounding his name, but it mainly stuck towards football. People was invested in that relationship. They was invested in seeing how that whole thing played out. And it was like a reality show week after week. What is Liana Lene and Travis gonna do next? How silly is she about to make this simp look? Right? We was tuned in. Everybody was locked in. National news at one point. When those people up top, along with the affiliation that he got with Prime, when those people up top see how much you're able to cultivate and the crowd you're able to bring in, the millions and millions. Let's keep it funky. Big time plans. They already getting them ingrained with the GOAT, Tom Brady. This is a two-way player. It's a two-way street. And maybe he took that other road. I don't know. You tell me. But me personally, I think Trav Hunter already drank that juice, man. You know, too many close affiliations, too many people that already had to let him know exactly what it was going to be, the path he was taking early on. And I'm starting to think Liana Lene, she might just be a handler, man. Liana Lene might be sent from them people up top to be able to handle this cat. You know, they all got him. You heard Cat Williams. Don't let Cat Williams fool you, but you know how it go, right? Every now and then these guys have handlers that's able to get these monarch athletes, that's able to get these Manchurian candidates in check. Y'all let me know, man. Talented dude. NFL, the media, the higher ups, they got big plans for Travis Hunter, man. Top 5 draft pick. This dude is going to be in the spotlight for a long while if he can stay healthy. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for the notifications. They playing with me. It's the failed athlete. That don't mean you got to fail in life.